I tried 1790. I thought it might be a little easier in terms of a round year. And I think 4 million or so references came up. And I didn't look at all 4 million. But I can tell you, the data collection in those early days on many fronts was not anything like today. You really can't find what I would consider reliable figures. You can find out how many mules there were in the country and a few things like that, and trying to add them up. But in real estate, when you're looking at houses or apartment houses or office buildings, that they're each slightly different than each other, but they look to comparable sales. So it's hard to find a lot of countries that have been sold where the wealth has been estimated. But it was interesting to go back and think about the fact that in 1803, we purchased for $15 million. We made the Louisiana Purchase. Now that's a little later than 1789, but that's the best comp, as they say in real estate. That's the best comp we could find for land mass anyway. And when we made that purchase, that was equal, incidentally, to about a quarter, about 800,000 plus square miles. But it was about a quarter of what the lower 48 states now contain. So we bought about a quarter of the lower 48 for this $15 million back in 1803. And if you live in Texas and your grandfather is close to dying, and he calls the children around him, and in his final words, he always says, "Don't sell the mineral rights." Well, the French sold us the mineral rights on that $15 million deal as well. So we got that whole strip there. We got all of Kansas and essentially all of Oklahoma, and they produced 21 billion barrels of oil for us and a lot of natural gas since the purchase. One of the sidelights is that we paid our $15 million for the Louisiana Purchase. We paid $3 million of it, 20% of it. We paid with 200,000 ounces of gold valued at $15 an ounce, and that $3 million that the French took. And we got South Dakota as part of the Louisiana Purchase, and the Home State mine up there, before it closed, produced well over 40 million ounces of gold, and 40 million ounces of gold, and comes to about $60 billion worth. And like I say, 200,000 ounces took care of 20% of our purchase price. So the Louisiana Purchase was a bargain, but it's what the going price was for 800,000 square miles, I guess, at the time, and 3 cents an acre. And so I decided, by playing around with various numbers such as that it, as a reasonable estimate of the worth of the country in 1789, $1 billion was not a crazy figure. Now, if I'd been an academician or something, I would have put $1,107,400,000 or something like that. Or I would have made it look respectable. But it's a wild guess. But it's not a crazy figure. So what has happened? Or something like that. Or I would have made it look respectable.